We're learning more about the process of repairs after a street collapsed in Morningside. It all happened around 2:30 Saturday morning. It happened near the 3000 block of South Cornelia Street, just north of Lincoln Way. Now tonight, of course, the road remains closed. Detour routes are posted. Let's get straight to that area to see what it looks like tonight. KTV's Taylor Decker joins us live with more on the collapse. Taylor, what can you tell us?
Jessica, I spoke with Gordon Farrer, the city's engineer. Yes, he says that it was around 2:30 Saturday morning. Neighbors in this area say the only reason they heard about it was due to they woke up to the bright lights and trucks that were out here addressing that situation head on. Now, take a look behind me. This is all due to a water main break. There are several driveways that are blocked by this road closure and even a car stuck in the driveway. Not sure how long that this will take, but I did get to learn more information. The hole that you're seeing is several feet deep. One portion of the hole is the width of the whole street. And when asked about a timeline for repairs, Fair says it is based on the current discussion he's having with contractors. Now, there are two options: to replace the water main and repair the whole street, which would take until after Thanksgiving, or patch the road and plan for a full repair of South Cornelia Street next year. No one was hurt during this, but during the initial investigation of the water main break, one of the city trucks started to cave into the hole slightly. And a neighbor says that a tow truck was able to get that car out before it started dipping in even further. Jessica?
All right, KTV Taylor Decker live tonight from Sioux City. Taylor, thanks for that update.